But we begin with breaking news in South Florida. A gunman opens fire at Fort Lauderdale airport, killing 5 people and wounding 8 others. The shooter is in custody after witnesses say he surrendered to officers as soon as he was out of bullets.
We do know he was a passenger on a flight, and once he landed, picked up his gun at baggage claim and then began shooting. Witnesses say he went through about 3 magazines of ammunition, shooting randomly into the crowds that were there. The shooting forcing a lot of delays even at Metro Airport, with 3 flights headed to Fort Lauderdale. Those have been canceled here tonight.
Rod Maloney joins us from the newsroom with new information about this alleged shooter. Rod, what do you know?
Yeah, Kimberly, we're learning much more about 26-year-old Esteban Santiago tonight. Canadian officials say now that he flew to Fort Lauderdale from Anchorage, Alaska, and he was not on an Air Canada flight and has no ties to the country. The only 2 airlines in that baggage area are Air Canada and Delta. Now, Canadian officials are saying that he flew from Anchorage to Minneapolis and then to Fort Lauderdale. And you'll know, if you fly Delta, that Delta uses Minneapolis as a major hub.
You're watching cell phone video from the baggage area just after the shooting. Esteban Santiago allegedly claimed his bag here with his 9mm handgun inside, went into a bathroom, loaded the gun, and came out shooting. With 5 dead and 8 wounded and no one knowing for certain what was going on, chaos ensued. Grosse Pointe resident Jason Burkle, in Fort Lauderdale to visit family for the holidays, found himself and his family in the middle of all of that chaos while casually having pizza 1 floor above that shooting.
It was pretty bad. I mean, you know, people stepping over people, I don't know how to describe it. I've never been to it, other than it's what you see on TV. You know, we've seen them, unfortunately, we've seen way too much of it lately.
Burkle and his family wound up separated for about a half hour. Jason locked on a jetway and he watched out the window as his wife and children were among hundreds running back and forth across the tarmac looking for a safe haven.
Vehicles everywhere. And then when we were, the second time when we were in the gate waiting, we could see outside across Terminal 2 that people were running again. So once, you know, there was a domino effect. Once the people inside saw the people outside running, everybody started running again.
The Associated Press reports it's spoken to Esteban Santiago's brother, who says that he was receiving psychological treatment while living in Alaska. He was born in New Jersey and served in the Puerto Rican National Guard and was deployed to Iraq in 2010. Well, eyewitnesses are now saying saying Esteban reloaded his weapon at least twice and then fired until it was empty, as we've said. Now, when he ran out of bullets, interestingly enough, he dropped the gun by the baggage claim exit door. He lay prostrate on the ground, spread eagle, and waited for that Broward County Sheriff's officer to come and arrest him, took him into custody. He lay on the ground for at least a minute. Back to you.
And no doubt those officers are questioning him right now, trying to figure out a motive. Rod, what do we know about the Burkles' family plans as they leave the airport and then ultimately try to get back here to Detroit home?
Right. Well, and you know, most people are in this situation because the airport's not going to open until Monday or Tuesday of next week. Now, perhaps they could go down to Miami and try and catch a flight home, but they told me that they were going to go spend time with the family that they've been staying with and then sort of reassess what they want to do.
Right. West Palm Beach Airport is not too far from there either. Maybe they can try that one too. Okay, Rod, we appreciate it.
Ahead here at 6:30, live coverage from Fort Lauderdale International Airport, including more on the victims and their conditions as they've been taken to area hospitals, and the latest on what we know about the suspect in the case. That's tonight at 6:30, coming up on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.